Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays the Beorning, and today we are heading out into our next area, into the Gravenwood. First we need to find a ranger and actually make sure I don't... Yeah, that's the reason why I checked, because I did take the wrong turn. Alright, we want to come out here, up around this way. And up there, that's the goblin camp, which we did not do any quests from there, but after we did the quests that we did so far, I think there are a couple of quests, extra quests after that, and then you get sent into this camp. Where as you can see, the white hand is emblazoned in all of this stuff. But instead of going to the camp though, I want to go this way, which will lead us to a camped ranger. Alright, let's... right up here. And now we're in the South Gravenwood. And we find Omlin.
A small band of Rohirrim have come to the Gravenwood.
We are well met, Pineclaw. It is good to see a friendly face. You should speak with Saradin. A small band of Rohirrim have come to the Gravenwood, and he is meeting with their leader. Their camp is to the east. So we need to talk to Saradin at the Rohirrim Scout Camp, but he has another quest for us also. When we first came to this place, we stumbled upon a party of Rohirrim scouts, led by Theodred, the king's son. They were attempting to creep behind the Dunlending lines, but unfortunately for them, the Horse Lords are not the most cautious warriors. We helped them to sneak past their enemies and establish a camp here in the Gravenwood. Saradin remained with them, believing that our mutual benefit to aid them. Their mission here might help us to regain Gwyllion's trail. Ah yes, because he's looking on this in order to find out what's happening with Gwyllion. And that's why I want to do this particular set of quests, is because the Gwyllion line is one line that I'm definitely doing in this series. You should head east at once to the Rohirrim Scout Camp and join with Saradin. Take this whistle. It is made to sound like the call of a bird not found here. If you sound it, Andreg will come to take you to Saradin. Alright, so we need to do that in order. So we need to aid Andreg in a series of quests. And then we will head down this way. And now, let's see, let's bring out Andreg. See, he has a quest ring with him. Indeed, I will set you on the path to Saradin and the Horse Lords, but first, I need your assistance. My mission in this wood is to scout for signs of Gwyllion, the old woman of the mountain. My efforts have proven unfruitful as of yet, but perhaps with your aid, that will change. As we journey towards the scout camp, perhaps you will help the scouts of the forest between here and there? If we find signs of Gwyllion's passage, you can then deliver word of it to Saradin. What say you? We will need to stay along the north face of the southern hills of the South Gravenwood. That confusing enough for you? Along the north face of the southern hills of South Gravenwood, yes, for that is the section that I am assigned to scout, and I can only take you as far as the pass of Isendale, for I must part ways with you there. Alright, so I need to scout through the areas, and that is my main quest, but he also has other quests for me. In fact, he has 4 of them for us. While returning here from the Rohirrim Scout Camp, I thought I saw signs of strange form of corruption in the wood, like none I had ever seen. Unnatural it seemed to me. Saradin knows more of this sort of corruption than I. Perhaps we should collect some of it and journey back to the scout camp and bring it to him. Will you help? Alright. So I need to collect some that, and then I need to scout through here. Now he also has other quests for us, but they only get activated when we... Speaking of which, the Dunlendings use the Duskhounds of the Gravenwood as hunting dogs. They are a vicious breed, a keen sense of smell. A couple of horse lords' mounts were badly mauled by the dogs. We would do well, I think, to slay the few Duskhounds and lessen the threat they pose. What say you? Shall we hunt the pack? Okay. So let's hunt the pack. Now, I don't know where the proper place is for us to stand in order to activate the quest with the orcs. Because he does give us a quest for that. Unfortunately, he doesn't give it to us for running into an orc. He gives it to us for going into a certain area. Oh, now he gives us the quest. Oh, nope, he's not this quest. He's giving us a different one. Look, Pineclaw, can you see them? At the very least, you can hear them. Kriban. Crows are vile creatures to begin with, but the Kriban of Dunland have been corrupted by Saruman to act as his spies. We should hunt a few of these wretched beasts while we are here in the South Gravenwood and rid the world of a few more of the wizard spies. Crows, for some reason, get a bad rep. Which is strange that crows get... Okay, that crows get a very bad rap in this game, while... ravens are alright. Really? Is there really all that much difference between a raven and a crow? Not really all that much. I know it's based on Tolkien's own thing, where we have the... Where in The Hobbit, Bilbo mistakes I believe a crow for a raven or vice versa. Anyway, the idea is, and the dwarves make it clear to him that ravens are very noble birds, while crows are vile birds. Really? And it's not just in the Lord of the Rings where that happens. They also have... So in the Wheel of Time, I think both crows and ravens are given a bad rap. But, unlike Tolkien, in Wheel of Time, wolves have a much better rap. Alright, let's see. Now, let's head up here and take care of a few more of these things. Now, we have that's 3. Ah, here's our first Duskhound. And that's one of our main goals over here is to take care of these Duskhounds. Okay, that's one down. Now, where am I at right now? That's the thing. Chasing around all these little... I think I need to go around here in order to find that corruption. But right now I'm just finding orcs. He won't give me the... He probably won't give me the orc quest until I've killed all the orcs. No. So I wish he was a little bit liberal on giving that particular quest. Alright, now, let's see. Oh, okay, that's the first road. Actually, I think I am allowed to cross this first road. It's the second road that I'm not supposed to cross over here. Deep part. So you could always go back to the area and he'll return to you. It's just to make sure you don't take them all over the place outside of the bounds. Because you know someone will try to exploit it if they allowed you to take him anywhere. Good, and here we go. Alright. Okay, that's 3 down. Now we should be getting close to the... Yeah, here it is. The corruption. And a couple of dogs here. Alright, so now we have here... The problem is I've got 5 quests up already, and so when I get that 6th one, it's going to be a nuisance. So that's one reason to get... Ooh. Actually, does he have... Does he give me 5 quests, or does he give me 4? Because I thought there was an orc quest, but... I guess I was thinking that there were 4 quests, but... If he has one for the orcs, because there is one other one that's definitely in here, that involves traps. Now I have to go to a specific place for that, but I think I want to take care of the corruption before I head into that area. That's 2. Now why we need 8 pieces of corruption for Ceradan to identify it, I don't know, because this stuff is smelly. Piles of oozing corruption. And I'm pretty sure Gwyllion must have been around here. I mean, who else would be responsible for that? Alright. And whack! Alright, and... 6. 7, and then there is one more piece of... Then I could turn in this quest and free up one of my quest slots. And... 8. Okay, good. That should be enough. We should bring this to Ceradan as soon as possible. Well, after we finish scouting, of course. Okay, and what this does is this unlocks a deed called Tracking an Old Goat. Okay, there are 5 quests in here. So we still need to get Cruel Traps and Orc Mischief. Yes, I thought there was an Orc quest in here. So I'm going to head into an area where I think Cruel Traps is located. And that's the tough one to get. And in fact, it used to be that you put yourself in a state where you have this deed that you could never get rid of. That you can never finish Tracking Old Goat because you'll get to a position where you will no longer be able to finish this, be able to talk to him, and being no longer able to talk to him, then you're no longer able to get the last quest in there, and that you missed the whole thing. And let's see. Where are we right now? Alright, so I think Cruel Traps is somewhere around here. You gotta be careful also, because sometimes you could... here it is. Oh no, this is the orcs. Orcs! These creatures bear the markings of the White Hand. They are Saramon's cronies doing his work in the South Gravenwood. I believe it is time that we do some orc hunting. What say you? Oh! Hey! I need credit for this orc! Stop fighting! I have a feeling this is why when there are some quests that's very where there's some quests where reading the quest text, you know, you go through all this trouble getting this long quest text, and no one's going to read it if you make it impossible for someone to read it by the timing. The worst case, though, is in Mirkwood, where there is this quest that you cannot... where there are these quests where they keep on going in and out of drama mode. Oh, what a pain to do that. I just take the quest and don't bother reading the text because he doesn't give you time. Alright, orcs are cruel beings. They have left many traps throughout the South Gravenwood, designed to injure and maim more than to capture. Will you help to find and disable them? Alright, let's go and find these cruel traps. And here's one here. And you gotta be careful with these things because you can get injured by these traps if you're not careful. Alright, that's one down. And now I can go the red for some orcs. Alright. Okay, that's one down. And we want to make sure that we're careful with these. As I said, you wind up, I think, getting trapped for 30 seconds or some ridiculous long amount of time if you trip one of these traps. So you don't want to do that. In an MMO, 30 seconds feels like an eternity. It might just be for 10 seconds, but even 10 seconds feels like an eternity in an MMO. Amazing how that changes your perspective on things. Since in many other contexts, 30 seconds, that's just a short amount of time. Not in an MMO. Okay, gotta be careful. He was acting as bait for that trap. That's what I've got to say. He was trying to bait us into walking into that trap. No, I'm not going to intentionally walk into it just to show you what happens to it. Just trust me. It's not good. Alright. Well then. Okay, well, trap up here. Another one here. And more dogs. Here's these guys. There you go. Keep a watch on these dogs. Make sure they don't join in the fight like that one just did. So don't worry. Bring in two dogs and... There we go. And someone left a backpack out here. Well. Oh, okay, that's a... I don't know if it's literally disarmed. I mean, I know we have disarmed it, but I don't know if it will still trip up if we went near it or something like that. Ooh, okay, I guess this way. Alright, well, I am going to look for the rest of the traps, the rest of the birds, the rest of the orcs, the rest of the dogs, and when I finish that up, I'll return for our next episode of Piney Plays The Beorning.